Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
Merry Christmas, and welcome back to Madden NFL 2004 Santa's Elves franchise.
Yes, and before we start the game today, I just wanted to have a quick look at some player stats. Because when we look at the view roster thing here, we can look at individual player stats from one season to another.
Yep.
And I was doing that just to pass some time here. And I noticed some contrasts. And it may be possibly due to differences in our play style or something like that. But there are definitely some differences. And one of the differences is if we look at the statistics for the principal ball carrier in your offense, he doesn't have stats from last season since he's a rookie. But he is averaging about 3.5 yards per carry.
Yep.
Okay. On the other hand, if you look at the principal ball carrier from my attack last season, well, I was only averaging 2.9. And this guy was actually the best average per carry out of all of the running backs that I gave the ball to last season. And of course, I ran the ball a lot more than you have so far, because this guy got 295 rushing attempts, which is about how many your entire backfield has combined by now.
Yep.
And I also had two other halfbacks and a fullback that between the three of them, I gave the ball to them another 180 times. So I ran the ball quite a lot in season one, but just had very little success at it. Like all of my other running backs were averaging only about 2.1 yards per carry.
Yep.
So I had a great deal of trouble running the ball. And the next thing we look at, of course, here's the fullback, right? You know, you haven't given the fullback any work at all this season. I gave the ball to him 66 times, and he averaged 2 yards per carry, right?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, if we look at the other thing that is a real big contrast is wide receivers, and you can really see the contrast here because this is a player that we had in common and who was my favorite target in season one and has turned into your favorite target this season too.
Yep.
However, I mean, keeping in mind this is 4 more games, you might actually have him catch close to this many passes. But you'll notice that in the entire season, while I had 1,600 yards, which is not a bad season, you've thrown considerably fewer passes to the guy, but he's got a lot more yardage, and your average per pass is almost double what mine was.
Weird. That's weird.
Yeah. Okay. And so you seem to have a lot more success throwing the ball, and it's generally, like if you look at any of the players, like even Gibson here, who you haven't used nearly as much as I did, but your average per catch is still better, right?
It's those oats, man.
Yeah, must be. But and the same pattern is repeated. I mean, these 3 guys didn't, I threw some passes to them, but they didn't catch that many. But even so, for you, they seem to work more efficiently than they did for me. And you can see the same thing here with Oliver Jones, who was the number 1 tight end, right?
Yep.
And you throw passes to him a little more than I do, but still, you got to look at this and how productive he is compared to how he was in my offense, right? And so I think that tells a bit of a story.
What about Stewart? How's Stewart doing this season so far? Just to see.
He doesn't have any previous stats, but he's also that guy that you throw that little curl to a lot, right? See, with Jones, when you throw the ball to him, you're usually throwing that in over the middle kind of thing.
Yep.
And that seems to turn into a big gain almost every time you throw it. Whereas you do throw the out to this guy sometimes, but I would say 3/4 of the passes you throw to him are that little short curl, right?
Yeah, probably.
Which is why his average per catch is a little bit lower. But anyway, even when we look at Fulcher here, like you actually have only thrown 1 pass to him, But I did hit him 30 times for a 9.5 average, right? But still, that 9.5 average is still lower than the 11.4 that you've posted with Oliver Jones. And basically with the offense I was running, I divided the receiving statistics up amongst the 3 tight ends I had a little bit more.
Yep.
Rather than throwing mainly to 1 or 2 of the of them, right?
I think the difference is too, though, is you design your formations so that you actually rotate players in and out, whereas I always have the exact same players on the field all the time.
That's true, yes. And here is the other thing, and this may have something to do with our playing style too, is that last season, most of the offensive line, which returned from last season, had more pancake blocks than they have had this season. By quite a bit. And I mean, you've still got 4 games left, but I would say that Cato here definitely has to pick up the pace if he's going to nearly double the number of pancake blocks he's got so far this season in the last 4 games, right? And the same, okay, and like the same pattern is followed here at guard too. Like, look at this. But that may be because I ran the ball nearly 200 more times than you have so far this season too, right? Maybe run blocking offensive linemen get more pancake blocks than pass blocking guys do, right? The only one that's different here is the center. For some reason, he's performing a little better than he did in season 1.
Wonder if that's from all the dive plays.
Maybe, yeah. I'll bet you it is. Because even the right guard, look at that, right? Yep. 21 pancakes last season and only 13 this season. So, and then of course we can't really compare the right tackle because the guy who started at right tackle, the guy who started at right tackle had 16, and the guy you have playing this season has 21, but I think he's also a much better player than this guy, right?
He is, yeah. Look at his strength rating.
Yeah, like the strength rating, but that's the only exception. Right. So generally speaking, when you look at how these players are performing under one regime or the other, I guess. And I mean, we can look at this too, though. Your defensive ends, even though I try to have these guys as free pass rushers and I get a few more sacks, in season 1, you got 51 tackles with this guy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And the same is true of the right end, oddly enough.
The exact same number of tackles.
Yeah. Yeah, Fernandez and Hennings, right? Oddly enough. And so in season 1, you got way more tackles with your defensive ends, but I suspect that's because they play that zone defense more. You drop them off in that short zone. And they're actually tackling receivers after they catch the ball, right?
Yep.
Same thing with your defensive tackle. Like, look at the difference here, right? And that may be just simply because you're better at playing defensive tackle than I am.
You do still have 2 sacks, though.
I do. And, of course, then you've had this guy who, accumulated a few statistics, too. And the other one to compare, I guess, that you could would be the right outside linebacker. And
that's a big difference.
That's a big difference, but that's because the right outside linebacker doesn't play all that much in my defensive scheme, right?
Yep.
Because I play a lot more, like a 3-3 nickel kind of thing. And I've got
that was Molnari too, right?
Yeah,
and what's his speed? I think I was using him 64. As an inside linebacker.
Could be. But anyway, because McAllister here is actually playing the right outside linebacker position for me this season, right?
Yep.
And I'm not sure what that is about. Maybe he won a position battle or something. And then, of course, we'll look at Marcus Hales, and actually his performance is pretty similar to season 1, right?
Yep.
Here in season 2, and I might even almost catch up to you if I can have 1 or 2 more good games with him. I might even catch you with interceptions. Same number of pass deflections.
I can't believe you haven't yet.
Very similar number of tackles, right?
You'll definitely surpass me on the tackles, though.
Well, I think that Hale, though, definitely led the team in interceptions last season. But anyway, that's just something that's interesting.
Oh,
so
before we start, we also have to show C. Jackson.
So, oh yes, that's right. Okay, we were looking at the league news after the last game, and we were looking at the yearly awards, and it's just interesting to note our coach, C. Jackson, is up for Coach of the Year.
3 times.
But he's also up for Coach of the Year coaching the Sprites, and he's also up for Coach of the Year coaching the Kings. So he appears to be coaching at least 3 different teams simultaneously.
Yep.
And his combined record, at least with these 3 teams, is 34-2.
Yep.
So, since we're playing the Kings this week, he'll be coaching against himself. And but it's good for him because no matter how this game turns out, his coaching record on the season will be 35-3.
Right, he's just going around and he's assimilating all of the coaches, right?
Yes, that's right. It's like the Borg Collective or something, right?
Yep, resistance is futile.
Yeah. So anyway, he goes and he shakes hands with an opposing coach, and a week or 2 later, that opposing coach turns into another copy of him.
Yep.
Before you know it, they'll all be him. Anyway, here we go. We're playing against the Kings this week. They seem to be a little bit stronger on offense than they are on defense. They're not quite an all Madden level team, though.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Well,
sometimes these teams can surprise you, right?
Yeah, some of these average rated teams can actually play a surprisingly good game.
Better than the all Madden teams at times. Because it seems like sometimes the all Madden teams, they have all this personnel and they don't know what to do with it.
Well, I think what happens too is a lot of times the way that this game is designed, and there may be a technical reason for it, I really don't know. But what I've noticed is that in any Madden game that I've played, they don't tend to play together as a team. They play as a bunch of individuals out there. Right?
Yep.
And the only way that you can get 2 players to cooperate with one another is if you're playing like a man under 2 and a deep pass gets thrown down the field, and then the safety and the corner will both go, to try and prevent the pass from being completed. But more often than not, you'll also see them both go after the ball or both go after the receiver too. Like they don't split the duties and have one go after the ball and the other one make sure the receiver doesn't get it very far if he does catch the ball.
That's right, yep.
Which is what I mean. They don't play together as a team. They play as a bunch of individuals out there. Okay, well, it looks like the Kings have elected to kick, so I guess we're going to receive the kickoff to start the game here. Which is unusual. Most teams, generally speaking, elect to receive the kickoff, right? Like they want to get the ball first. And they don't really have a great defense on paper, which is what kind of surprises me. Because they seem like more of an offense-oriented team.
Well, we'll see. You never know how these guys come up. If they play lots of zone defense, we're going to have a hard time on offense no matter how bad they are.
Yeah. Well, I have every confidence in you because statistically speaking, your offense has been far more efficient than mine was last season. So,
which doesn't make any sense, because I'm pretty sure you're better at offense than I am.
I don't know. I mean, you look at those stats, and basically you're almost twice as productive per play as I am. All right.
Let's get back to the action on the field.
All right.
Number 18 in to kick this one off. Nice pick.
Okay, well, here we go. Game is underway.
From the
Travis
3-yard
Taylor
line.
has had lots of chances to return kickoffs.
Oh, wait, he picked it back up.
Yeah, we got it back. Lucky thing.
Yeah, Travis Taylor picks up his own fumble. He's like, well, we better get that one back in. Can't have that going on the record.
Yeah, really.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Closing in.
Well, he'll get that one out of his system early,
Good
eh?
job getting there, but he couldn't bring it in for the catch.
Apparently.
He had it, but he just couldn't get it under control.
They're coming out in a nickel now. Look at them respecting the pass.
Yeah, really, eh? Maybe this will be a tough game.
Pressure with the throw, and he makes the grab.
I think Jones just isn't quite as agile as Stewart there.
Yeah, but he's more likely to catch the ball if you throw it to him, though.
And apparently good at breaking tackles, too.
Oh, yeah, well, he demonstrated that. He's got that 38-yard touchdown, right?
A lot of fans
Where he basically ran out of 2 tackles in order to get that.
I had a chance to talk to both of these guys before the game, and it's funny. They both used the word respect, and respect for each other. And really, they both said they enjoy the games more when you have to measure yourself against another great quarterback.
drops back under pressure, gets the pass off.
I should have thrown the out.
Did a nice job.
Actually,
the in.
yeah, you had him. I was just going to say, you know, if you would have waited an extra half a second, he would have come very open, right?
Well, I thought that I saw double man coverage on both of them, but it looks
No.
like that guy just...
Yeah, that linebacker in the middle was blitzing, right?
Yeah.
It's just that by the time you realized it, you had a man open over the middle, you just didn't get it to him.
Well, that's okay.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here.
Because I'm always wary about throwing over the middle if I see that linebacker standing in the middle of the formation there, but as soon as I saw him charge toward the backfield, well, I thought you were actually going to go there.
See if they can turn this first drive into points.
No, I just didn't read the linebackers
The quarterback lines
correctly.
up with 2 backs
I thought he was running over to cover the guy.
Yeah.
Give it to the halfback. 4-yard gain there. Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on their own 34. The corners are giving a bit of a cushion.
We'll show them a little wider posture out here in case they try to run around me to the right.
Pressure coming. Throws it.
Another fumble.
Oh!
And they got theirs back, too. Well, you know what? I guess that's fair.
Yeah, I thought I grabbed control of that guy that did the nose plant there.
Yep.
But obviously I must not have gotten control of him in time to prevent him from, like, flopping onto his belly, right? Because I was going to try and control him and move over and try and pick that ball up.
Yep.
But sometimes you just can't get them to do what you want them to do.
Well, that's okay. This is turning into a typical Madden 04 game.
Yep. Hey, that's our rookie middle linebacker there. You're going to thank me that I drafted him next season.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
Because he's turned out to be one of our best players.
Pressure. Throwing. This pass is incomplete. And that brings up second down.
And we are continuing to have problems with our passes getting knocked down.
Yep. Well, that's one thing that's just never going to change.
Yeah.
Number 9. See something in the defense.
Okay, I guess we're throwing the out to Stewart.
Might as well. Looks like the guy covering him is playing a huge cushion. Oh, now they changed it. Now he's got a linebacker.
It's a blitz.
No, now he's got nobody.
Yeah. No, that safety, I think, had the coverage responsibility. It's just that when they
Nothing rattles him.
moved that linebacker out there, I thought maybe they'd audible to a different coverage.
This is the kind
But
of
they
guy
didn't.
you're
They were
talking
just trying to
about.
rush that linebacker, right?
Looks like he's changing the play.
You know, going max protect, hey?
Throwing with the catch on the run.
There we go.
Gotta go max protect so you have time to throw that
This guy spends a lot
that
of
swing
extra time
pass,
at
eh?
practice
Yeah,
running
pretty
routes.
much.
Looks like it's really starting to pay off.
Directing traffic. Drops back under pressure. Gets rid of it. And it's caught.
There's a touchdown.
Stewart gets a touchdown.
Quick
Yeah.
pass from the quarterback is there for the score.
That was great vision by the quarterback.
Love seeing you score a touchdown after I force a
And then
turnover.
turned and fired it to the open guy.
Number one comes in.
Can't
for
let
the
those
extra
go to
point.
waste.
The kick is up, and he tacks on the extra point. They were set up with good field position and were able to make the most of it by getting the touchdown.
So let me tell you, when the offense hits the field and sees the end zone that close, their eyes all get big. They're only thinking one thing, touchdown. So when they meet their goal, it's really a great feeling. And it shows how determined they were to get it.
He downs it in the end zone.
They don't want to fall out of contention early, so they'll be looking to put together some kind of scoring drive on this possession.
They'll go from the I formation. The corners are backing off. Lake, the motion man. Pass play here on first down. Pressure coming. Throwing.
No, he's out of
He
bounds.
was out of bounds.
As a quarterback,
He's
you're supposed
faster
to
than
put
that
the
guy,
ball
but he's
where
out of
only the
bounds.
receiver
Yeah,
can get
he's
it.
faster
I
than
think
that guy,
somebody
but
should have
he's
told him
out
that
of
he also needs
bounds.
to keep it in bounds.
Giving some cushion on the outside.
I gotta say, the Kings have pretty sharp-looking jerseys.
Yeah, really.
Graham, the lone back.
That red and white
Tosses it out to the left.
looks good.
Picks up maybe 3 on that carry. They need 7. The corners playing off a bit. The backs are lined up in an I. Fulcher comes in motion. Drops back. Gets the pass off.
Oh. Well, he's not
Great
going
defense
very
to
far.
prevent them from getting the first.
You don't run a pattern short of the first down on third down.
See, that was
You don't run a pattern that's 7 yards short of the first down.
yeah. Well, that was a panic throw too because I managed to shoot that
So
gap
3 and out.
like
and a
I try to
lineup
do.
punt.
Yep.
with the defensive tackle, so I was coming through unblocked, right?
Here's the catch. Fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
Calling an audible. To the air on first down. He surveys the field.
I tried to throw it to Iannacone there, but I just couldn't.
Nowhere to run either. He's got to do a better job of reading.
I rolled right into that guy.
Yeah,
Then gets
well.
the ball out to your check down receiver before the rush can get to you.
They were coming after you anyway. There was really very little that you could do about it. Because they had everybody covered.
The blitz is on. Throws it. He hits his receiver. The rush was
It's okay,
on.
we'll get
It's a
like
nice
10
game.
yards on the
Next to a
swing
nice
pass
throw.
there.
He read the blitz
Yeah.
and he got rid of the ball very quickly. This is the kind of guy you love to have behind center. The kind of guy that won't get rattled when he feels a big rush coming.
The home team line up in the quarter defense.
Well, they got all the defenders out there now, and they're bringing that safety
He
up
sees
there.
something in the defense. Dropping back, closing in, throwing.
Yep, you call him.
Powerful arm brings
Right?
them a
They
first
they
down.
blitzed that safety,
Yeah,
and you
talking
caught
about
him.
putting some
Yep.
heat on your throws. This
Not only
guy
that, but they really
let it
didn't
go.
cover that guy closely at all.
No. Yeah, in Madden 05, that would have been covered better than it was in this game.
Calling an audible now.
I read that coverage too late.
Yeah,
There's a
you
flag on the play.
Oh
They're
well.
moving in the wrong direction.
took just a little too long to make that decision.
And then boom, something
Oh,
like
that's okay.
that
We get to do it again.
Yeah.
Looks like he's changing the play.
Oh, look at that. Wide open over the middle, too. Because they were blitzing multiple linebackers,
Yeah,
right?
we saw
Yep.
him running
There
those
was, like,
quick pass plays in
Hugely
practice.
open over the middle.
Changing the play now.
You'll have to watch and see if they do that again. If they blitz those two linebackers in the middle there.
Drops back, under pressure, gets rid of it.
Oh,
Pass ball's incomplete.
good coverage by a
Incomplete pass
good
will
coverage
bring
for a
up third down.
linebacker.
Oh, that's okay. They can't all be perfect, right?
No.
3rd and 5. Sixth play of this drive. Dropping back, pressure coming with the throw. This pass
Yeah,
is
good
up.
decision not to throw the swing pass this time.
But I couldn't get it to Stewart over on the curl there, though.
No, they knocked it down at the line, but I still say it was a good decision because the way that coverage was looking, that guy was just getting ready to jump in front of that.
Number 19 is looking for a good punt here.
And I would much rather see a pass knocked down at the line than a pick that might go the other way for a touchdown, right?
A lot of hang time, but not very deep.
He better call a fair catch on this. He's not. Oh, look at this. How did he get away?
The 30.
My God.
Oh my God!
Oh, how did that happen?
Touchdown, home team. What a spectacular
Well,
play.
folks, we just saw a punt return for a touchdown.
It feels bad being on the receiving end of that.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know how the hell that happened. Because that went almost straight up, and your coverage team had forever to get down there.
Yeah.
So they'll try
wow.
to tack on the extra point.
Well, this is something that Madden 04 is known for, and to be honest with you, I'm surprised it hadn't happened earlier.
So it wasn't the offense, but the special teams.
I know, but you would think, though, that you would see something like that happen if you, you know, like punt, if you screwed up one and kicked it low and out-kicked the coverage or something and gave the guy a running start, right? I don't know, maybe you'll have to just start aiming them out of bounds if that's going to happen.
Pass play here on first down. Closing in.
Well, I pressed the throw to Taylor there, and I just couldn't get rid of it.
They're creating problems to the quarterback.
He's had a tough time making reads when the defense mixes up.
Yeah,
those
for a
areas.
low-rated
What you
defense,
wanna
these
do
guys
is
are
look to the
giving you
middle of the
fits
field
today.
Or the seam right between the corner and the safety for completion.
Number 37. Pressure gets the pass off.
Well, they'll tack on some extra on that one.
The team with the most discipline is the team that doesn't commit stupid penalties.
Yeah, we'll
The
go
other
out
team
there
that
and
usually
play action them after
executes
not calling a
that
run
first
play
and
all game.
Well, why not? I mean, you know what? I don't think that has any bearing on how well or badly a run play works anyway.
They're blitzing. Under pressure. Hits him in stride. You saw the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
You know, when the
Yeah,
defensive center
you had to
actually
hurry that
rushes
one a
the
little bit. It
quarterback,
wasn't quite
takes a lot of
optimal to
poise
throw
to
it
get
that
the ball
early,
out of
but
there with any accuracy.
Get set. Looks like he's changing the play. The visiting
Damn it,
team
I hate when that
call a
happens.
timeout. They have 2 timeouts.
It's like a thing that happens if you like press the buttons too quickly. It registers that you're still holding the shift button there. And it's like, oh, you meant to call a timeout. It's like, no, I didn't mean to call a timeout. I just wanted to really fake that audible really good.
He'll pass on first down. Gets the pass off, and it's caught. Number 37 is doing a good job finding the open area in the coverage, and that's his third catch. Less than a yard to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. He sees something in the defense.
And it's funny how, like we've been commenting this season, how tough they are against the run. Even though so far this season you've been averaging about a half a yard more per carry than I did. So, we're better.
Changing the play.
Well, I suppose I just don't see the same opportunities to run.
Uh-oh. Oh, well, motion him to the other side. Nope.
Pressure coming. Slings it to the outside.
Oh, wow. He ran that really short, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Trying to make the catch.
What happened there?
It's like he totally didn't run the pattern, right? It's a good thing your lineman got the pancake there, because you would have never been able to complete that pass if that guy had been standing
We'll
up.
go back to the play on the field.
That's weird.
It's in the game.
Yep. It's weird. I guess you have to watch it if you get those backward pass patterns due to the audibles, right?
Drops back, closing in with the throw. Behind him, and he has it.
Well, he missed Taylor. Oh! No!
Great run after the catch.
Well, you
He just doesn't have any run power, man.
Yeah, he went to dive, and that guy grabbed him in midair and just pulled him down,
Let
eh?
him run for a long game.
Number 9 sees something in the defense. They give it to the halfback. Touchdown, visiting team.
Now, this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
Number 1 comes in to attempt the point after.
Oh, I just missed this.
The kick is up.
Oh, no,
you
I
didn't.
didn't.
And the extra
I think you're
point is
close
good.
enough that
They made the defense
unless you
look
get
the net.
absolutely
On
zero
that
for
drive,
accuracy,
they
I
showed
don't
up
think
more
you
than
can
half
actually
the
miss
field.
from
I
that.
think I
drive.
got 0 there.
Minutes,
I just
winding
didn't
up the
miss.
touchdown.
The defense was on
I got
the field
lucky.
for a long time.
It's like
They
that
just
one
couldn't
time I
stop
got
it.
0 in Madden
Credit for
05.
the
Remember,
offense.
like,
Yeah,
Went
it
and
looked like it was going to miss, and then it curved back in.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he got all of that on a great kick.
Well, that's one way to avoid the possibility of a kickoff return for a
He
touchdown
decides
anyway.
not to return this
Yep.
one. So he downs the kick in the end zone. Cook sets up. Throwing on first down. Stepping up, throwing short to the right
Well,
side. The receiver did a good job bringing that
I
pass.
guess we had that
Looks like
covered.
someone might have blown their coverage on that one.
What do you mean?
The corners are
Yeah.
giving a bit of a
I mean, it
cushion.
was a gain of 0.
I thought that was really well covered, actually.
Someone blew their coverage on that one.
Graham.
I'm kind of surprised that they even
It wasn't
managed.
stopped for a loss of 5 or run back for a touchdown. Therefore, the coverage was bad.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Well, you know, John, I mean, if a run play doesn't get at least 15 or 20 yards per carry, it's a total failure of the play. You might as well just throw it right in the trash.
Yep.
And every pass needs to be about 45, 50 yards.
That too. Yep.
Handoff to the tailback.
Well,
Good play in the
You gotta realize the kind of guy John is. He was the kind of guy who was bench pressing 400 or 500 pounds back in high school.
Actually, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if he probably was doing something in that neighborhood, maybe in the prime of his life, right? Because you got to realize that even back in his day, offensive linemen were not little guys, right?
Yep.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch.
You know,
Well,
like
maybe
he
he's just got his little Sony
like he was-
Trinitron antenna TV up there, and he's watching the other game that's going on
like
right now.
he was probably the better part of 6.5 feet tall and close. He was probably at least 300 pounds, right? Like,
Yep.
Calling an audible now.
That was an odd switcheroo.
Yeah.
Pass play here on first down. Pressure. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver.
Wow. Well, it looked like you broke away for a second and then you got sucked right back into that guy.
Yep.
2nd and 1 coming up. Ball on their own 42.
You bounced off of him and then he reached out and grabbed you and pulled you back in.
Calling an audible. Dropping back, under pressure, throws it right to him.
That's a touchdown.
Bye-bye.
No one's going to catch you.
The 20, the 10, touchdown, visiting team.
Now here it is.
Fumbles as he dives all over the goal line. Yeah, that little bit of showboating cost you, right?
He makes a heck of a play to bring it in.
Because it goes out of bounds in the end zone for a touchback.
God.
The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's up. And he tacks on the extra point. Big drive right there, John, and that defense is really struggling now to make plays.
They're moving the ball out there pretty easily. Every time I see these guys play, I'm very impressed by the players they have, especially on offense. But the thing that impresses me most is the coaching staff. They're always very well prepared.
Yeah, it's always about the coaching staff, right? The coaching staff is always very well prepared. C. Jackson really knows what he's doing out there.
Yeah, that's right.
See, that's why they're playing so good. They've got our coach.
Yeah. Maybe we've got their coach.
The corners playing off a bit.
It's like the popular Spider-Man cartoon, right? Where they're both sitting there pointing at each other.
Going to the air on first down. Stepping up. It's rid of it. Almost got it. He couldn't come up with the interception.
I bet you as soon as he let
Yeah, that
go,
lineman just
he was
has
wishing
hands
he
of
could have it
stone.
back, 'cause that could
Oh, and it
easily
says
have
they're
been an
punting,
interception.
but I don't believe them.
They got nothing. Here come the heat.
Dropping back. Gets the pass off. The quarterback did a nice job leading the receiver on that play.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just looked up
That's
and
what it
the
was. He
pass
did a
was
nice
right
job
there.
leading the
Those are
receiver.
the kind of passes your
Yep.
receivers
He
love.
led the
They're trying to
receiver.
spread out the defense with 5 wide receivers. And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert
Ooh.
on 3rd down,
Oh.
you keep 3 things.
Well,
You keep your drive
Okay.
going,
I was taking
you
a
keep their defense
little
on the
gamble
field,
there looking
and you
for a
keep
pick,
your
but
defense resting on the sideline.
I guess that is the next best thing. He managed to get his hands on it, and he did not tip it to an offensive player, even though he
Offense
tried.
couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt.
He's like, here, man, catch it. Hurry up already. Take it.
And he
Yeah.
waves for the fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
So I don't know what it is, but their jersey and their stadium end zone design, the combination of those things, kind of reminds me of KFC.
I think I was responsible for the design of this team, but
The
You know what?
KFC team.
I don't even.
Oh, I couldn't get it to Jones.
Yeah,
I
don't
tried.
I don't even particularly like KFC, so
Yeah, well, you don't like chicken.
yeah.
You're a beef guy. And
That's
we
right.
happen to live in a part of the world where beef is like what we produce.
That's right. If it doesn't go moo when it's still alive, it's not worth eating.
Directing
Okay.
traffic.
Now, lucky for you, we live in a part of the world where we can eat beef.
Yeah. Well, I suppose if we lived in a part of the world where you could only eat chicken or something, I'd probably never know the difference anyway.
Jones continues
Right.
to be a reliable target.
Yeah, well, I guess you're just happy with meat.
Of the game. About a yard to go. Ball on the 50.
Well, you told me once that's why human beings develop the big brains that we've got, right? Because
Yes.
because we
We
stopped.
ate meat.
We ate meat.
Yes, protein was key in human brain development.
Looks like he just made it past the marker. That'll keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and when the defense misses a tackle, when they could have forced a fourth down, I mean, that just will drive a coach nuts.
Directing
Just one of the many useless things that I know.
Yeah. Well, you know what? When I was a kid, I grew up eating things like pork roast and that kind of thing too. Since I come from a fairly English family. But I never really liked the taste of pork. I always found it to be a bit gamey for my taste. So when we had pork roast, we also had applesauce. So I put enough applesauce on it so that it just tasted like apples. And that's how I got by with that, right?
Meanwhile, your folks must have been like, man, we make really good applesauce.
Yeah. Well, no, it was applesauce out of a can, obviously, right? I mean, you know, like, you don't grow apples in this part of the world either, so...
No, not very often, no.
You don't make your own applesauce very much,
Well,
right?
I guess if you had an apple tree, you could can your own apples.
Well, you could buy apples at the grocery store and can them too, I suppose, but... There are crab apple trees in this part of the world, like they grow little tiny apples that are maybe 1.5 inches in diameter. They tend to be really sour, but no, there's another touchdown to Taylor.
Those guys just can't cover him. I think there's a mismatch there.
Yeah, but they tend to be really sour. But if you like, I know some of the women in my family have, you know, made those into jam and stuff like that, and they make all right jam. You know, if you happen to have a crab apple tree in your yard, then
there you go.
Leads to another score, and they're really clicking now. This is going to be a very long day for this defense.
They're trying everything out there, but they can't seem to slow these guys down. The offense has a lot of work to do. Maybe it's going to be up to the defense to make some adjustment and find a way to slow this offensive unit down.
uh-oh, they're going to try for another special teams touchdown here, eh?
Hey, it was looking like they might have got one there for a second.
Yeah, wow.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 26.
Well, they need to do something because so far on offense they haven't done much.
Crosses it out to the left. Graham couldn't get out of the backfield.
Well, C. Jackson really is more of a defensive specialist, don't you know?
Yep.
When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
Pressure coming, gets the pass off, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 29.
You talk about great concentration.
Well, that's not bad, but it's not going to help them on this 3rd down. 3rd and 6 is like 3rd and a mile. Or it may as well be.
I don't know. All they need to do is hot potato a pass quick out.
No, instead they're going to throw the toss play.
Yeah, and then they're going to have the face mask, but it's still going to be 4th down anyway.
Yeah, that was stopped so far in the backfield that the face mask moves them back up to the line of scrimmage.
There's so many limbs flying and body parts moving around that you just tackle whatever you can and you grab anything that's moving. Sometimes you get a handful of mass.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to call a fair catch just to keep the blockers
That
off.
was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
Going to the air on 1st down. With the throw, the 30. Clearly, they were on the same page on that play.
These days,
See, we got like
offensive
6 plays we
line
call
is
now.
quick
Yeah.
pass.
Well, they've been having a little bit of
Lots
trouble
yards
covering that
after
one
the
too.
catch.
The only time that I think you have to do something very specific to stop those plays.
Calling an audible.
You know, like you have to play a flat zone of some sort or man-to-man coverage, although man-to-man coverage is not foolproof, but
Dropping back, closing in, throwing short to his left.
you have to do something specific to cover that. Otherwise, it works almost every time, right?
Looks like he's calling an audible.
And even man coverage is fairly reliable at covering that type of pass. So long as all of your defenders don't just wander around in circles and be confused.
Oh,
There, you didn't get a touchdown on that one.
did he do the swim there? Let's see. Let's see. Does he do the midair swim? Nope, he actually does just grab me.
Yeah. Well, he did have to leap forward too in order to do it, though.
I like it better when they get the swim, where they're like flat on the ground and then they teleport up to your shoulders.
Doing the breaststroke through midair.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I don't consider something like that to be a ward of the game, though. I consider something like that to be like an endearing part of the game.
Yeah. Well, did you notice there that both of those coverage guys did the same thing?
No.
Watch on the replay. This is what I mean.
I just saw this big gap.
Yeah, this is what I mean by they all basically play as a bunch of individuals, right? Like that looked like double coverage there, double man coverage.
Yep.
And why would the safety not cover toward the outside, right? If he's the guy lined up kind of toward the outside, I mean, in double coverage, what I would expect to see is that receiver bracketed with a coverage guy on each side of him, right?
Yep.
And yet both of those players, the corner and the safety, they both made the same move, right? So that tells me they don't play together as a team. They're a bunch of individuals out there, right?
Yeah.
And that's the big problem in Madden 05 as well. Like that's the one weakness that you can exploit against tough defenses in Madden 05 is that you have to understand that they don't play as a team, they play as a bunch of individuals, right?
And you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
And that's how you can even beat, superior teams on paper, right?
Yep.
By understanding that weakness.
To the air on first down.
Oh, I got pancaked.
Throws it. And it's complete. And he goes out of bounds at the 33.
Look here. He does two things perfectly.
That's a hell of a catch, too.
Yeah.
He watches the ball all the way into his hands to make the catch.
Well, I don't think it was completely uncontested. Like that little bit of contact that the defender had with him was enough to push him out of bounds, kind of.
Nickerson stopped that play before it could get started.
They tried to run the counter, but he saw what was coming before it even happened, throwing him for a loss. You got to give a lot of credit to the guys up front on that one.
Corners playing back. Dropping back. Under pressure. It's rid of it.
Ooh.
Yeah, just hit him after.
Yeah, there's
defense.
a little bit of pass defense going on there, hey?
Some bad Santa behavior.
Just as it's drawn up. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Well, let's play a bit of dime here.
And they'll face a long third down here.
See if we can get a little bit of pressure before they can throw a long pass.
Pressure coming. Throwing. Incomplete pass. The defender was all over him on that play, forcing the incompletion.
Pressure can really mess up the timing of a play. That pass was incomplete because the quarterback had to get rid of it before he wanted to.
Number 18 is back to punt. Here's the punt.
Wow, look at that. This punter is having a great day.
And this punt will
Wow, you couldn't even get a hold of that one.
I couldn't even field it. It just went out of bounds.
Calling an audible now.
Yes, I think with that out pass that you like to throw, you've discovered a huge weakness in the AI defense, eh?
It's complete.
Yeah, they play man coverage piss poorly.
Yeah. Well, they just gave you a 15-yard gift there.
Ooh, that'll be 15 yards, no question.
You see what he did was he grabbed it and he held on to it and he tried to bring him down with it. Now, if he would've
Well, I guess we're throwing it to Gibson now.
It would have been a 5-yard.
Yanked that face mask so hard that it wrenched his back, eh?
Apparently. Well, you know, we did say that this guy is our coach too, right?
Yeah. See, that's why you need to draft one more good wide receiver, at least
Pressure with
the
throw.
quality of Taylor in case Taylor gets injured, right?
Well, we could just sub a tight end in this place.
Moving the ball on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense
I wouldn't
has had
mind
a lot
that.
of trouble stopping.
Well, actually,
They
Gibson's
can't
pretty
seem to key
slow,
on what
but
they're doing
I threw
and
quite a
put
few
an end to this
passes to him,
drive.
like as you saw in the stats there. You know, like I think he ended up with around 500 yards receiving last season, so... It's not like he can't catch. He's just not the guy who's going to get you those big breakaway gains, right?
Yeah.
He just looked up and whap, the pass was right there. Those are the kind of passes your receivers love.
Calling an audible now.
3-16.
Yeah, we can't get any
Pressure coming.
wide receiver interference from defensive end there.
37
Yep.
Picks up just enough to convert.
Now, that time they had everybody covered on the outs, though.
Looks like Hales actually took his place.
Yeah. Yeah, Gibson's still number 2 there, even though he's probably a better receiver than Hales.
To the air on first down. Looking for an option. Gets the pass.
Ooh.
Nearly picked off. John, I don't know how.
Yeah, I
they
tried to
picked
throw it
that one
over.
off.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over the sideline.
Got to be careful
Number
there.
37. Closing in with the pass.
We'll just throw some play action.
He's got the slow run waddle going
Yep.
on there too. Eh?
Yep. We might have noticed we just came out there and we just rushed him into play action, right?
Yep.
See, I've been setting up play action all game long, haven't I?
Yeah, you run the ball so many times in Madden 12 that they were totally ate up the play action here in Madden 04.
That's right. Yep.
Get set.
That's exactly how it works. See, nobody understands the commentator, right?
Yeah.
But he's got a point.
They give it to the halfback. Refuses to go down. Dawson stops him for negative yardage. So it's second down.
Well, I actually had to run through that guy multiple times in order to get back to the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah.
A swing pass or maybe
Well,
even a
running in
screen.
this game is
They
hard.
execute,
I
they
will
can
say
put this
that.
one in the end zone.
Blue, 58. Let's go. Ball. Snake eyes. They got nothing. Come on, partner.
Looking upfield.
Well, you got the block you needed there.
Touchdown.
Yep.
Visiting team.
And I ran sideways as far as I could to eat up extra clock.
The offense has been knocking on the door, and now they just kicked it down.
Yeah, I thought their defense would be a little soft. Since early in the game there, you had a little bit of trouble at first, but after that, they haven't really done much to stop
Well,
it.
you know, C. Jackson has been putting up great offensive numbers all season, right?
And the kickoff
Yeah.
team comes out onto the field. He got all of that.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they fixed that bug for Madden 05.
He downs it in the end
So
zone.
you don't end up with the same head coach coaching multiple players or multiple
An
teams.
effective 2-minute drill will give them the opportunity to put some points on the board before the half.
Yeah, but they did introduce the kickoff
First
bug,
and 10.
Yeah, that's true.
The corners playing
where the entire team is standing in place like
Yeah, after the safety, the
Yep.
safety punt bug,
throwing
yeah.
on first down. Pressure with the pass, and the catch is made. The offense is going to hurry things up here. The home team.
Oh, they called a timeout.
They have 2 timeouts
Okay.
left.
Hey, I'm sure they're going to keep on passing so they can get in range for some much-needed points.
Eagle what? Yeah. Set.
Young moves in motion.
Eagle left. Come on,
Under pressure, throwing.
oh man,
boy.
No catch on
That
the
was
pass.
terrible
Yeah, the
coverage.
receiver
Wow.
dropped it. He was either thinking
Yeah, I
about
bet you the
hit
receiver
was
just
coming,
dropped that one
or
because
he
he's
run
like,
back on
holy
the
shit.
pass. But you have to think
Right?
about the catch first.
He sees the
defense
safety
has to
move
think
all the way
early here
around
'cause
like
the
that.
offense has timeouts. They won't be afraid to put
Yep.
this one on the ground to try and get the first.
Gets the toss to the left.
Ooh,
Stiff
breaks
arm
a
to the
tackle.
middle of the ground. The home team. call
And a spin
timeout.
move.
They have
Yeah,
one
and a spin
timeout
move.
left. And now they have a fresh set of downs to work with as they try to get some points before the half. The home team line up with two backs behind the quarterback. Passing on first down. Slings it to the outside. He goes down at the 40-yard line. They'll go no huddle here. With the pass, and the catch is made. It's third down and 4 to go. Throws it out over to the left.
Oh, look at that. Just threw a pick.
Nice.
The
And the
third-
block.
Got a block.
The 20.
Oh, not going to be fast enough to score a touchdown, though.
Quarterback's eyes the whole time.
It looked like the quarterback may have slipped a little there. Maybe he wasn't able to put that one where he wanted.
After the interception, they'll take over in good scoring position. Pressure coming.
Yep.
Throws it. This pass is
Ooh, yep.
See,
Saw
he
that
comes
guy.
to the inside, though, right?
Yep. Yeah. See, that's,
Like
the
way
safety, that's the
inside.
safety
That's
playing the
exactly
curl
what
flat,
happened
eh?
there.
number 9. Directing traffic.
I think that's how they set up interceptions in this game, though. They have those players playing the shorter zones, trying to, like step in front of the pass, right?
Well, it wasn't even that. He, ended up just about right where the left outside linebacker would have normally stood before he actually went back out to the flat there.
Yeah.
They'll get set for the extra point.
And that's why I didn't see him as playing a flat, because he didn't just stay in the flat and he didn't back up or anything. He, deliberately came forward.
He was baiting
Here's the
you.
kickoff team.
Yeah, basically. That's okay, our red zone percentage stays.
Booming kick downfield.
Well, other than that spectacular punt return, these guys haven't done much.
Taking over at the 20. Melissa, anything new from the sideline?
I just spoke with the trainer, and he told me they're going to run a few x-rays on him in the locker room, but as of now, his return is doubtful.
I wonder if that was the
For Taylor.
for Taylor. Yeah.
Looking for room. And he's tackled at the 26-yard line. Nice pickup on the
Well,
ground.
it looks to me like they're just going to let the clock run out here.
Yep.
So we'll have to have a look at that injury report and just see how serious that is.
We'll have to hit resume and then go and come back in here and go to
Yeah,
coaching
well-
strategies.
Well, we'll have a look at it after the halftime stretch.
All right. And we're back, and we
Yeah.
need to figure out what happened to Taylor.
Yep. Well, we'll hit resume, and then we'll go in here, and we'll go coaching strategies, injury report. Whoops. Okay, we're looking at the wrong team here. Whoops. Still looking at the wrong team. There we go. Back spasm, so he's out for the game. So I guess you're going to have a slow poke at wide receiver for the rest of this game, at least.
Yeah, who runs
Let's get back to the play on
he's
the
got
field.
permanent no flexibility in his legs.
Yep.
He had leg surgery when he was young or something. I don't know.
Hip replacement surgery in both hips or something.
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
Yeah. Well, not that it's going to make much difference, because I think Taylor already did plenty of damage in this game before he was knocked out.
Yeah, I'm thinking about switching to the run game here.
So they have first and 10 here. The
Well-
Cougars are giving a bit of a cushion.
Being ahead 49-7.
The home team using motion.
Sideline, sideline. Get at it.
He tucks Knocks it away. Just about 7 yards on that carry. Melissa, do you have an update for us?
Thanks, Al. The head coach thought his defense played well in the first half, and he praised their efforts against the pass. Look for them to continue their solid play as this game progresses.
I guess we're doing
Al?
well against the pass.
Here
come the heat. Ain't got nothing.
Drops back. Throwing. Picked off.
Oh, there's another pick.
Another one.
Yep.
Made a great
I think that must equal last season now.
No, that was his 8th. You got 11 with him last season. So, but there is still 3.5 games left to play, so I might be able to get him up to around 11.
Hands it off. Picks up 5.
But he is my favorite player on the Elves defense.
Second down and 5 to
For
go.
2 reasons. First of all, I'm really big on that nickel position,
Yep.
and I play him like an extra linebacker, basically. And also, he always looks grumpy no matter what he does, even when he does something good.
Yep. Santa's grumpy as hell.
That's right. Oh,
I got
Sort
pushed
of.
out of bounds.
yeah, you sort of got a block there, kind of.
And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Looking upfield. Gain of about a yard by the fullback.
Totally didn't have the right play called there. I thought I called something else.
No mercy, going for the first down, hey?
That's right. Well, we got to keep the clock running. So we'll run it right down to 1 second on the play clock before we snap this too.
He'll keep it. Well, they kept it in the quarterback's hands.
And they picked up the first down, but you want to make sure you don't get them too banged up.
Oh, look, we can get another first down without scoring.
Yeah, you can, technically.
This team has been unstoppable inside the red zone today.
Seems unlikely, though. So you saw that graphic, right? You threw for 400 yards in the first half.
Another run.
And even though you threw for 400 yards in the first half, you still can't run. You'd think that they'd be dropping guys off in coverage and that kind of thing, but nope, they're still hunting down those running backs when you hand the ball to them.
Maybe a sweep or a toss play, designed to loosen them up in the middle of the field.
With the throw, and it's caught. A lot of room to work with. He found a soft spot on the defense and was right there to make the catch.
The thing about a pass
Yeah,
like
I was totally going for it all with the corner route.
Yeah, you're too close for that.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 6.
Too close for the corner route.
Never too close.
So they've had a lot of
Point
success
blank
so
corner
far
route.
in the red zone, and they'll try obviously to continue that here. Drops back, pressure with the pass.
Yep.
Touchdown.
You were watching that time as soon as they sent that blitz, eh?
Boy, how did he break free?
I wanted to make sure I got it away before I got sacked.
Yeah, well, they did that earlier in the game, remember? And I told you?
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. The kick is up, and he tacks on the extra point. Well, they began with great field position and took full advantage by getting a touchdown out of it.
As a defense, you have to dig in there.
Well, I don't know whether, like I noticed in the injury report thing here, these guys have got 4 injured players, so maybe that's what's going on with them too, right?
He got all of that.
Because they actually had a pretty good record coming into this game. I think they were 10-2 or something like that, right?
They'll start this drive.
I was really expecting a much different game than what we're playing here.
They line up in the I formation. Cook with a man in motion.
Oh,
Just about 7 yards on that carry.
That being said, they're pretty slippery.
So they need about 3 here. Using motion. Throws it. Pass ball's incomplete.
Wow.
The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
Kind of makes me wonder why they do things like that.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
Looking upfield. Nice play fake.
Oh, he's gonna run.
Breaks free.
Yeah, it's the year of the scrambling quarterback.
That it is.
Making sure the other team respects the run.
I guess, though, that shows you I had all the receiving options covered,
Make
right?
sure that he doesn't
Yep.
try and do it too much, though, and get injured on the play.
But yeah, they quarterbacks are definitely much more willing to scramble in this game than they are in Madden 05.
He showed great concentration on that reception.
The receiver has that ability to make even the toughest receptions look simple.
Graham, the deep back. Under pressure, gets rid of it. The pass.
Oh, there's another one.
Another pick.
Wow.
Good coverage, and it becomes a turnover.
I'll tell you, it's very important to have pressure on the quarterback. What that does.
Well,
is
that's
make
2 for him in
secondary
this
job
game.
A heck of a lot easier. On that play, it led
I think
to
I
an
got
interception.
4 in this game already.
See something in the defense. They give it to the halfback. He's on the run. The 50. Sensi showed great
I actually got that
acceleration
block
on
that time.
Cruising
Yep.
ahead for a big game.
That guy has great
Yeah, that guy
acceleration.
actually turned
Allows him
upfield
to
and went
stop
after
in a
the
dime and change direction.
defender that time instead of just sort of herding him toward the sideline, eh?
Fullback handoff.
I should have kept going to the outside.
Yeah, well, how are you going to know, though, that that guy was going to get the pancake block there?
Yeah, well, I moved inside behind him like he wasn't.
Calling an audible.
Because I totally wasn't expecting him to.
Well, you can tell how this game works, though, when you play as if you're assuming that players are not going to be able to execute properly, right?
Hand it off. And he's brought down in the backfield. Loss of around 2.
Well, now they got the quarter defense out there again.
He surveys the field with the pass.
Oh, wow, you had a chance to catch it, too.
Nice anticipation by
He
the
just didn't
quarterback.
catch it.
Couldn't come up with the long completion.
He's got
Oh,
to get
well.
better production from this receiver, though. He can't drop those.
Number 19 will come into this game to punt.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Is this another scoring opportunity for the Kings?
Who knows?
A high kick. He's waving for the
Oh,
fair
he's
catch.
actually going to call a
That's
fair
good
catch
job
this
of
time.
getting downfield by the cover team to force a fair catch.
And that's an inside the 20 punt.
The quarterback lines up with 2
Well,
backs
see,
behind
after
him.
that first punt, I looked in the stats at halftime. Your net average is minus 12.
Hand it off.
So I'm saying that that punt return for a touchdown kind of hurt your average a little.
Ah, well. Man, with default sliders, all the punters in the game must have garbage averages.
Gets rid of it.
Yeah,
Incomplete
probably.
pass. Rich got up and knocked that pass away.
He needs to do a better job putting the pass in a spot where only his guy can get it. Those tip passes can turn into interceptions pretty easily.
So as they get set to try to convert,
It's actually punt returns and kick returns, which is why we don't try to boost running back ability or blocking ability.
Yeah.
Because then you
Your
get, like,
offense is making big
so many
plays when they
touchdowns
need
on
it.
those, just because of the way this game is balanced.
They ran the counter.
Oh,
and
well,
got just
I
what they
guess
needed to
they're
convert.
Offensive
giving
line
him
did
a
good
first
job
down
of
for
selling
that.
play.
Yeah, they gave him a generous
Opening
spot
up
there.
Just enough room for him to get past the first down marker.
I've seen that called short
playing off of
before with that same look, but okay.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. Pass play here on first down. Closing in, throwing. And his pass is completed.
What happened there? How did I not get a sack on that play? Wow. Look at this.
2 for 1. Walmart blocking.
Yeah, like basically the halfback there. Yeah,
You just
wow.
decided instead of getting the quarterback, you wanted to grab the halfback's ass.
Yeah, really, I was robbed.
Back to the field. Second and a deuce. Ball on their own 35. Giving some cushion on the outside. Throwing short to his left.
Oh, that's a face mask.
With the stop at the
Yep.
37. The offense picks up
Oh, and
some
look who it
free
is.
yards.
Yep.
That's the stuff the defensive coordinator hates to see. Nothing hurts your team like giving them free field position.
So they have first and 10 here.
Yeah, and he's all
Ball on
upset
their
in
own
a
42.
56-7
Looking
game,
at the
eh?
coverage on the outside.
Because of that key penalty.
Gives the ball off. 4, maybe 5 yards on that carry. The home team line up with two backs behind the quarterback. Seventh play of this drive. Pressure, throws it.
Wow, look at that same thing again, only that time it was the defensive end there, eh? See how he slipped in through the line? And then he got held. You see that?
Yep.
He got clotheslined. Now, if they were going to call a holding penalty, that would have been a good time to call it right there, I think.
No, ref was facing the other direction.
Yeah, because that guy totally held him there. That was totally
And
holding.
welcome back.
I don't know how you'd call that anything else.
About 6 to go. They'll go from the I formation. Cook with a man in motion. Gets rid of it.
That's why it's so... Oh, he tipped it to him. That's why it's so hard to get sacks in this game, though, because you keep having, you know, like, nonsense like that happening, right? There were at least 2 plays on this drive where I should have gotten a sack and didn't.
Graham loses one tackle. Stiff arm to the ground. Picks up a nice gain there, but he's cramping up and looks like he's headed for the sideline.
Yeah, well. Go take a rest. You deserve it.
The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. Goes with a short pass to the right side. No one there that time. Now it's third down after the incompletion.
Yep, not happening.
2 yards to go. Ball on the 29-yard line. The defense just dropped the safeties and corners into deeper coverage. Hard to explain this one. The home team using motion. Handed off to the back. Loses the defender.
Runs over a guy. Runs
Oh,
over
man.
another guy. Wow.
Great run to pick up the
How come
first
we
down.
can't get runs like that? This guy's
Yeah.
a menace. Maybe
No.
this is why they had such a good record.
Not only that, but he's the backup because the other guy's sitting down taking a rest right now, right?
They line up in the I formation. Cook sets up.
Get at him, Pete. Get up, Ron. Here comes the heat. Get at him.
He'll pass on first down. He'll get it again. And he stopped at the 8-yard line. A couple, maybe 3
Okay.
yards on that run. The backs are lined up in an I. With the pass.
Oh.
John, it looked like that was going to be a turnover.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either.
It was a good effort anyway.
Third and 7 coming up here.
Let's go. Come on. We'll see. Let's go. Come on.
Changing things up along the defensive front. Graham, the lone back. Drops back. Under pressure with the throw. With the catch.
Well, managed to keep him out.
Yep. Santa Claus says no.
And now they're going to go. They're going to go on fourth down.
That's a heck of a defensive play.
Let's go. Come on. Well done. Cowboy.
15th play of this drive.
Get in there, line.
Hand it off to the back. Touchdown.
Oh, that was close. He ran it right into the teeth of the blitz too, right?
And they hit him, but he just dragged them in.
Yeah, see that? I kind of got 2 for 1 blocking over here a little bit too, right? That was pretty close. It's too bad that this guy here didn't wake up and move up to help out a little bit too. He's kind of sleeping back there.
Oh, well, these things happen. It is Madden 04 after all.
Yep.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point.
Well, I'm sure if I'd have put a different play out there, they would have done something else. So.
And that drive was very impressive. Over 70 yards, and a lot of time was used. Count on the touchdown.
They really were effective in what they were doing. When you can eat up that much time and drive the ball that far down the field.
But I made them take 16 plays to do it.
Really
so
disheartening to the defense.
Good coverage, and so a fair catch was called. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20. He sees something in the defense. Gets the ball. Looks for a seam in the middle, but there's nothing there.
The defense had great.
Well, that's okay. We can run out the third quarter.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, right? Is that I would have expected that something like this would work a little more like it does in real life. Like in a real football game, if you'd thrown for over 400 yards by now, I think they'd be a little bit less stiff against the run at this point in the game, right?
Pressure coming with the throw, and it's complete.
Nah, man, you just got to take away that soft option of that run.
When you see or feel the blitz and you start feeling the pressure, you got to remember that some yards are always better than none yards.
Yeah. They must have taken that one out of the game for Madden 05 because I don't think I remember hearing him say that before.
They did, yeah.
Some yards are better than none yards. Yep.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. I think I have to agree with him on that one.
Dropping back, closing in, fires it out to the right.
Oh, look at this. Hales can get big gains too, even though he's not very fast.
Amazing play by Hales.
You talk about making it look easy out there. He caught that and he made.
Yo, the coverage is just terrible on that pass.
Yep. Yeah, this team is just. Maybe I didn't look to see who was injured, but maybe they have a couple of defensive backs that are injured in this game or something. Wow. So you pick up 35 yards on a pass, and then on the very next play, they stuff you in the backfield on the run.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can anticipate the play call and stop the play.
Oh, man.
Number 9 sees something in the defense.
Yellow, green, blue, red, 25. Sideline, D. Ain't nothing.
They give it to the halfback. Only a yard by the halfback.
Are you going to throw that play action pass again?
We've been setting it up
Oh, man.
all quarter long.
Yeah.
Calling an audible. throws it. Pass was incomplete. A good pass, but no catch.
Maybe a
Uncovered
footstep.
drop. Boy.
It's just something that happens.
Yep.
He's trying to pin them down inside their own 10 on this one. Here's the kick. Fair catch call.
No, he's just going to let that one go. Hey, look at that. Did you do that, or did
No.
you just let him do that?
He just did that on his own.
Oh, there you go. See, you're better off to just let him go.
If they actually do it.
Using split backs. The corners are giving a bit of a cushion.
Bring that pain, baby.
Pressure with the pass, and it's complete. And he's brought down at the 17. Tough over and over. Throws the ball where only his receiver can get to it.
And that's what makes him so effective. Never seems to make a bad throw. Just about every pass is right on the money. If you ask me, he might be one of the most accurate passers in the league right now.
Drops back, uses the pump, throwing. Perfect.
Ooh.
Penalty.
Face mask.
He got his hand on the face mask there, and it cost him.
That defender almost pulled
Yeah,
his
man, you
helmet
don't get
right
to
off.
face mask him unless he goes flipping end over end after.
Is that all you got? Give it all you got. Let's go. Come on.
Going to the air on first down. Catch on the run. Graham is doing a good job this afternoon, contributing his fourth catch of the game.
That's all you. They got nothing.
They'll go from the I formation. Under pressure, looking long down
Yeah,
the right
look at
side
that,
of
eh?
the field. Cook doing
It's
an
like they were in the
excellent
huddle
job
with me.
Things are really slowing down for him right now.
I haven't done that all game long. I do it once,
He's really in
just
some kind of
once,
rhythm out
and
And
there.
they throw the long bomb,
and
yep.
that's all it takes, right? It's like they know what you're calling.
Pressure coming. Throws it. Goes up.
It's okay. We'll throw the out pass about 6 dozen more times against them, I'm sure.
Pick up through the air.
Right here is one of those situations where you can pretty much open up the whole playbook. You can go with a play fake and look for something deep, or you can just run the ball. Just about anything is an option.
Hawkeye right. Get at him.
Shifting some personnel up front. Graham, the deep man. Throwing. He finds his man. Cook has been perfect on this drive.
Yeah, what happens? You get into a rhythm. The way this guy's throwing, he's going to stay in that rhythm until the defense knocks him out of it.
So it's first and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line.
Eagle left. Give it all you got.
Seventh play of this drive. Graham. The defensive line wins that battle.
And the thing is, that's where it all starts, with alignment. And whoever can take control and dominate in the trenches is going to have a huge advantage over their opponent.
The backs are lined up in an eye. Cook gets set. And he's brought down at the 5. They try the ground attack again.
Maybe they're trying to set up a little play action. At this point, I'm not sure how much the defense is going to spend watching the run.
Bring it, baby.
And this is the ninth play of this drive. Closing in.
Well, it caused a little disruption in the backfield there.
Yeah, but they'll be going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that's a
Oh, yeah,
heads-up
for
play.
sure.
You always need to keep your eyes open because you never know when something like this is going to happen.
Slight change in the defensive alignment. Out of the shotgun. Gets the pass off.
But they're not
Back
going
at
to
the
make
6.
it.
Down by this much here in the 4th. They had no choice to go for it.
Well, they're at the point of the game where they have to try something. Heck, next time maybe you try something else, but you can understand
Wow,
why
that
they
guy
wanna
threw
go
4
for it here.
interceptions today.
Number 9 sets up.
Tiger out.
Quarterback sneak. That was actually designed for the quarterback to run, and that's just what he did. 2nd and 5. Ball on their own 11.
Wow, they allowed a lot of yards.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you had 400 yards passing at halftime. Like,
Cowboy. Fire out.
Keeps it. He goes down at the 13-yard line. He calls his own number, picks up yardage.
Set. Catch the ball, man. Bust this grill, D. Get at it.
He'll keep it.
well, they stopped you.
At the 14. That
Oh,
was
4-2? That should be 4-1.
just
Oh,
what he
well.
did.
Punt it away.
If it had been 4-1, I totally would go for it, and then we'd be working the
Unable
rest
to
of the
get
field
anything
here.
going on that series,
Oh,
they'll have
well.
to punt it away here.
Like I said, I don't think this game is in any danger now anyway.
Here's the punt. Fumble.
There. Oh, he got it back. They got it back somehow.
Yeah, a different guy picked it up.
Wow, that's lucky.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 46. They'll go from the I formation. Going to the air on 1st down. Throwing. Hale was in perfect position and knocked that pass away.
That's just the
Well,
kind
that's
of play
not
they've
happening.
come to expect from him. He always seems to make the big play just when they need him to.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 46. The corners are giving a bit of a cushion.
That's all you. Set. D up, line.
Drops back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. And he hits
Oh,
his
he just
target.
outran him over there.
Down he goes
Hey,
at the
Yep.
41-yard line. Nice call.
he's just
going to the
too
air. This
fast.
is okay. Only one man back. Backing off.
Bulldog under.
They'll pass on 1st down. Throwing. Perfect pass.
Oh, wow, look at that. How did he do that?
Toward the end zone.
Wow,
Touchdown.
how
I
did
think he
do
broke that
that?
tackle.
An outstanding pass with a
Yeah, like that.
spectacular catch.
Good.
Wow. And not only that, but what was this guy doing? Right? He didn't even look up for the ball, right? No, it looks like neither of them got any contact on him at all.
No, you can hear something from the free safety. Listen.
Yeah, I
He just,
suppose.
he just breaks his tackle.
But see, he catches this ball, and he should be, like going more horizontally. He shouldn't be running straight at him, right?
Yep.
And the same thing with him. He should be, like, basically strafing here just to make sure that guy doesn't get by him. But instead, see, that's the thing, right? This sort of thing is created by pursuit angles, right?
And we go back to the game.
Or the lack thereof.
Well, that's okay. There's only 4 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, but instead of having those underside camera views of the team in a circle with their hands all joined going ooh, ooh, ooh at the beginning of the game,
In Madden 12.
maybe what they should have done
Scoring a touchdown
is they
not
should
only
have
puts
kept
points on the board,
either
it sends a message
this
to the other
game
team
or
that if you execute
Madden
properly,
05,
they won't
but
be
worked
able to
on
stop
things
you.
like improving
They say
defensive
90% of the
players'
game is half battle.
intelligence, improving their pursuit angles, like that kind of thing instead, right?
Onside kick.
They waste time on garbage stuff that doesn't matter.
Visiting team will start the drive from
And
the 42-yard line.
gameplay things that do matter, well, they neglect, right?
Cowboy. Set.
Number 9 sees something in the defense. Ewart rumbles ahead for a yard, maybe 2.
Because that's discouraging. I mean, you can't design a play that will stop that from happening.
Set. They got nothing. Green,
Directing traffic.
74.
And not only that, but I was playing those guys off in a cushion too, right?
Let's go.
Dropping back, under pressure, knocked down.
Oh,
The
come
quarterback
on.
thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
8 to go. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Come on. Here comes the heat. Set.
Number 9, directing traffic.
40-yard line. You got him. You got him.
Drops back, pressure coming, gets the pass off, and he hits his target. Hales, he's on
See
the
that? He's got to
receiving
turn
end of
around in
another
the same
pass,
direction that he
and it
turned for the
brings his
curl,
total
right?
to 5.
There's no such thing as just planting that right foot down and pushing off on it and going straight up the field in the most direct manner possible, right?
The coach chooses
Nope.
to punt here the 6th time they would have kicked it away. A lot of hang time, but not very deep. And he signals for the fair catch.
Hey,
Yeah,
no
really,
reason
you're better
take a
off to just
chance
let
and risk a
them,
fumble.
you know,
Smart
on their
move there by the
go to their
returner.
own devices, right?
The few times they actually do that, though.
Yeah.
The backs are lined up in an eye, loosening up the coverage on the outside.
Ralph. Set. Hut.
Going to the air on first down. Gets rid of it with the adjustment. He has it. Cook delivered that one with just the right amount of touch.
He's one of those guys who's extremely accurate with his passes. His receivers rarely have to make any adjustments in their routes to come up with the ball.
Come on.
Dropping back, closing in, steps up, throwing.
Wow.
Turns,
Again.
he has it. Great
Right?
play there by Stratton.
Yep.
And that's the
Although
type of
that
thing-
time they had Santa Claus on them.
Yeah, but look at this though. Still, again, like the pocket basically collapses on this guy, and I don't know why this player here would have no influence on the outcome of that pass, right?
Let's get back to the action on the field. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 38. Drops back with the throw. He hits his receiver. Good route running by the receiver, who was right there to make the catch.
That one was all about timing. The quarterback let it go, and the receiver looked
I don't know
back
if I had
just at the
another
right time.
whole season
The
left
home
yet
team
here. Probably
lined up
I'd
in the
work on
shotgun,
devising
backing
some
off. 2
man under
minutes to
3
go.
coverages so that I'd have a third safety or in the middle, right?
That's a good plan, actually.
Well, it's something maybe you might want to file away
Second
in
and
your
4.
little
Ball
tool
on their own
bag for next
43.
time.
I already got them.
2 minutes to the final gun. Using motion.
Give it all you got.
With the pass, he hits his receiver. Cook with a hot hand on this drive.
And what he's doing is sitting back there in the pocket, seeing everything, making great decisions, and getting the ball to the right guy. He's playing very well right now.
This one falls incomplete.
The defense should focus on keeping the receiver from getting to the sideline, because as soon as he catches the ball, that's where he's going to want to go with it.
The corners playing off a bit.
Sideline to sideline. Set.
Drops back. Pressure with the throw. It's his receiver in stride. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 36-yard line. The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. Under pressure with the pass, so he can't get it to him.
And you want to lead the receiver so that he can catch and run, but you don't want to lead him that much.
The quarterback is back in the shotgun, loosening up the coverage on the outside.
Get in there, lad.
Fulcher, the man in motion.
Coming out with
Drops
2
back.
running backs.
Gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete. He knew that one was
Yeah,
a
there you
catch
go.
if he
There's your
didn't hit
pass
him hard.
defense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jarred that ball right out of there.
Here is a 3rd and long situation. Ball on the 36-yard line. Pressure coming with the pass behind him, and he has it. And he's brought down at the 25. And it looks like they're going to go with a no huddle.
Well, I guess I don't need to worry about backing up
To
anymore.
the air on first down. With the throw. This is a... Back to the game. They're going to go with a no huddle.
Ain't nothing.
Drops back. Looking for a receiver. Gets the pass off. Cook seems to put...
The big jump.
Yeah. That diving catch, eh?
We'll go back to the play on the field.
You know what this does? It keeps one defense on the field, and it doesn't let them get the right personnel in there sometimes.
Dropping back. Closing in. Throwing.
Out of
Trying to get it in for
bounds.
6, but couldn't. Third down.
Yep.
4 down territory here.
Even with 4 down territory, they won't make it back.
About 2 to go. Ball on the
Nope.
7-yard line.
They won't.
Pressure. Gets the pass off.
Come on, get up there and tackle him. Boy.
He threw it right
Sleeping.
in there for the score.
The receiver ran a perfect
It's like, yeah, it doesn't
route.
matter if we
Turned
give
around
up
just in
4
time to see the
touchdowns. I
ball
mean,
make the catch.
you know, so what? Right?
Yeah, as long as we score 8.
Barnett comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. The home team still find themselves in a very deep hole.
You're going to need a lot of luck to even have a chance
Well,
of coming back.
it's
on
perfectly
this one.
okay for you to teabag these guys.
The onside kick is
They
off.
they annoyed me.
The defense shut down the offense the last time they had the
So
ball.
I don't mind
I think
dropping
their
60
best
on
bet
them
here
if they're
is to run it
capable
with
of
a
doing
simple
that.
handoff. You just never know what could happen on a toss play.
Calling an audible.
Bust his grab. Hit him low. Mad dog over.
Going to the air on first down. Throws it. Thrown behind, but caught. Good job of bringing the pass in.
This guy can really move.
I honestly
He turns
don't see
things up
how
2 or
you can
3
intercept a
notches when it
team
really
4
counts.
times
That's the kind of thing
and
you
still
love
give
to
up
see as
4
a coach.
touchdowns.
Guys who
Right?
have that
Like,
second,
I just
third
don't
gear.
see that.
Throwing on first down. Slings it to the outside. And this pass is completed. The visiting team call a timeout. That's their first.
Now with little time left, a rushing play should be a good call here.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
They got nothing. They got nothing.
Under pressure with the throw, and he makes the grab. He was in perfect position to make that catch.
Yeah, the receivers showed great concentration looking that one right into his hands. They've got the lead in the ball, so they should just be calling dive plays to run out the clock.
Yeah. Fuck that,
Right,
John.
John. You bet, John.
Far out. Bring that pain, baby. Mad dog over.
Pressure coming, gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. So they're able to pick up another first down.
And this offense is clicking. They're making the right calls at the right time.
You thrown for 500 yards in this game now.
Calling an audible.
Hit him up. Blue, 74. Sideline to sideline.
Slings it to the outside. The incomplete pass bringing up second down.
They stopped it the only way they can.
So it's second and goal.
Set. Get the ball. Get the ball. Not the ball.
He'll sneak it. Touchdown. Visiting team.
We'll just take it in ourselves.
Yeah.
The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's on its way. The point after is good. The kickoff team lines up.
Number 24, back to return.
Booming kick downfield. Lake opts not to take it out. The home team
All
will
right.
start the drive from the
Now
20.
it's in your hands.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just play prevent and
Corners playing back.
Bulldog under.
Cook back in the shotgun. Man in motion. Going to the air on first down. Throwing. A little off target, but caught. Stratton catches a floater for the first down.
And it's a good
Well,
thing
you know
he
what?
caught it.
If they
You
don't call
want
a
to drop
timeout
those
here, this
passes
game
and
is
sure
over.
first down. I like to hurry up here. It's a change of pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
Yeah, see, they're 10-3. Now, since they lost this game, they sure didn't play
This
like
is
a
Al
10-2
Michaels with
team,
John
though,
Madden
right?
saying goodbye
Nope.
for EA Sports.
Well, let's see here. Yeah, they threw for 300 yards, right? With 4 interceptions. But their offensive red zone scoring percentage was only 50-50, so I guess I didn't do too bad there.
You did fine.
Well, the thing is, it's a lot of it is sheer volume, too. Look at that. You had almost a perfect passer rating there, eh?
Yeah, it's just those sacks bringing me down.
Yep, 38 of 48. So you completed 79% of your passes for 500 yards. But even so, when you're passing like that, look at the crap that you get for running, right? Like, you just can't. So, you had lots of players with a lot of catches today.
Yo, somebody had to take over for Taylor after he got hurt.
Yeah. Well, and you threw 6 touchdown passes. And you only had 3 drops. Well, look at that. Maybe that guy will catch up to his previous year.
Yeah, at that
Totally got
rate.
6 pancakes in one game. Wow. Yeah. Here it is. All the usual suspects involved here. Had lots of tackles for a loss today, more than usual. Only got 1 sack. But 4 interceptions. Lots of pass knockdowns today. 3 forced fumbles, and I didn't recover any of them.
Well, you know what? That's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, they had one that bounced right back to the guy, and we had one that bounced right back to us, so, you know.
Yeah. See, you did manage to recover from that punt return a little bit to get a net average of 18.5 yards.
Ooh, 18.5 yards.
With 3 inside the 20 punts. See, you look at this guy, he threw 49 passes, right? So it's just sheer volume, right? If I'm facing an offense that's going to throw the ball 50 times in a game, even if they only complete half of their passes, you know, which is, you know, he did a little bit better than half, but still, even if they only complete half of their passes, it's going to translate to a huge amount of passing yardage, right? They did try to run the ball a bit too, but they didn't really have a great deal of success at it. Six, 7. So 7 drop passes out of 49 pass attempts.
Yep.
So about 1 and 7, right?
Exactly 1 and 7.
Yeah. And yeah, it didn't seem to matter how many times you drop back and pass, they're still jumped right on you as soon as you go to run the ball, right?
Yeah, I don't know what I did to deserve it. It's too much Madden 12, man.
Yeah. So, a 90-yard punt return. And this guy wasn't even healthy. He was probable.
I think they just had perfect blocking on that play.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I guess that's it for another game. This one was probably the ugliest game that we played,
Yeah, so far.
as far as I'm concerned, because they had all kinds of cheesy, like really cheesy things happen on the offensive side. And any team that throws 4 interceptions, I don't see how you can pass for 300 yards as well, right?
Well, these things happen.
Yeah, well, they happen in Madden 04, I guess. But anyway, I guess like between the 49 pass attempts and something like 25 rushing attempts, they ran like 75 offensive plays in this game, right?
Yep. Although we ran quite a few too.
Yeah, I know, but still, you got to look at the time of possession too, though, because they had the ball
25 minutes.
For what, 25 minutes? Yeah, and they ran 75 plays in 25 minutes.
Yep. With an accelerated clock.
Yeah. So I can see if we were not playing with the accelerated clock, they probably would be capable of running over 100 offensive plays.
That's right.
In a game.
Yep. That's exactly what happens.
Yeah. But anyway, I guess we'll be back for the next game.
Indeed.
Until then,
I'm RecV5.
and I am Sandman99.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.